Well, how you guys doing? I don't know what I'm doing apparently. Hi. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. It's me, it's Steven. We're at a neutral place where I can stream. It's funny because the people that work here yesterday, they think that I'm a TikToker because somebody's been stealing my videos and putting them on TikTok. So I might have to start putting my videos on TikTok. There's nothing I can do. People are like, well, you need to report that. Spelled wrong. Nah, you're not. Yeah. 5.1. No, not. No. I'll show you. I'll show him later. I'll show. I can't type, man. Show you this afternoon. I got invited to a place for Thanksgiving. Hi, how are you? I was trying to show somebody. So how do you like my thumbnail? That's the first question I have for you. I'm all out of ideas, man. I can't get creative anymore. So I had to, Happy Thanksgiving, my Americans. That means it's a Canadian. There's only one Thanksgiving. It's this Thanksgiving. You could have your pretend Thanksgiving in Canada. You can be like, yeah, because it gets cold in June and we have it in October. Just kidding. I love it. But yeah, we'll see how this goes today. I know there's a lot of lonely people out there. I got invited to a person's house for dinner and I don't want to turn that down. And yesterday when I woke up in the morning, you know that part where your nose touches the back of your throat inside your head? That was a little tender yesterday, so I wasn't sure if I could get it done today. And now I'm so embarrassed to go to this person's nice house, but I will, but my car is just an absolute in tatters. So I'm embarrassed to get to their house, but I'll figure it out. We can work it out. And we're gonna stream the strip today, see if anybody actually shows up. Last year we had a lot of people, but also last year I streamed for 11 hours. I'm not gonna stream for 11 hours. Plus we're of course competing with the football today, all day. Go to the person's night. It's a nice house. It's like an $8 million house that looks over the entire Las Vegas Valley. It's gorgeous. It's like a dream house. It's like what you would see on $1 Million Listings, LA, but it's like, if it was in California, that house would be worth like $20 million, but it's out here in Vegas, so it's worth 8.5. I'll be out there to try to see you and say hello with football. I don't care. Do football, it's better than me. Should I take my shirt off? I could because it's gonna be warm. It's already 59 degrees. Hold on a sec. Got our microphone so you can see I go through all the, it's like 3D on SCTV. Would you like a microphone? That's the 3D. Hold on. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving happy. There we go. Nobody wants to see my fat stomach, that's for sure. Fatterson. Formula, no. Oh, I got lint. I got lint from the Champs shirt. Inside. Anyway, is Formula One popular in Vegas? The answer is no. I don't think so. For locals? No. Hell, the Las Vegas Raiders aren't popular for locals in Vegas. Why would it be? I don't, the race isn't that popular. So is my wife here? No. We ran into a problem. She has a dog in the Philippines, and it's a Belgian Malinois. Belgian Malinois. That's the type of dog that took down Bin Laden. We got it as a security dog years ago, but the problem is it's sick. We don't know what's wrong, so we're getting antiviral. I think it's a viral infection. You get a dog like that, you raise it. Why do they have F1 then? For tourism. You get a dog like that and you raise it in a developing country, and there's all sorts of things that could be bad to it. Yeah, I still have a farmer's tan. I do. So she's got to wait until that clears up, and then she has to find a caretaker. And for the dog. And then I just noticed that all the plants out here are phony. They're fake plants. They sure are pretty from a distance, but they're not real. F1 is for the money, baby. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. She was supposed to be back here on November 7th for Thanksgiving. Well, the money comes from the tourists. Yeah, it's a beautiful dog named Stella. We named it after another dog for a friend of ours that we had when we lived off of Twain and Spring Mountain Road. Well, okay, I just did that thing. And one time I was being snarky, and my wife was telling people, you know, we lived on Twain and Spring Mountain. And I'm like, we don't live that way anymore. But I was like, no, you can't tell people that, because Twain and Spring Mountain run parallel to each other. You have to tell them the perpendicular streets. And I mean, most people don't even know those words. But, you know, so we lived off Spring Mountain and Twain and Valley View. Spring Mountain Valley, same thing. Anyway, we had this friend named Rick, and he was this guy. We didn't know how old he was. We thought he was in his 60s, maybe his 70s. Turned out he was like in his 80s. What's up, Jersey T? And then Rick one day just kind of disappeared, but he would go to Utah. He had a house in Utah that he would keep, and then he would come down to Vegas in the wintertime. So he would go to Utah in the summer, Vegas in the winters. And this is a long time ago. This is like 2013, 2014. And we would always see Rick. He would be hanging around the neighborhood. He would be picking up, you know, he was the guy that you see him in your neighborhood. He's just an older guy that's a nice guy that he comes out and he picks up trash along the main road. And, you know, because he wants the community to look nice. And he would always walk his dog, Stella. And Stella was like this shepherd type dog. Don't know what kind. And one day Rick just kind of like disappeared. We didn't know what happened to him. We didn't see him. It wasn't that he went back to Utah. It was too winter for that. And then when we did finally see him again, I tell you, never seen anything like it. It was quite uncanny. It was as though Rick had aged 20 years in a matter of days or weeks since we had seen him. And he was saying that he wasn't feeling too good. He was having some problems with the bathroom and urination and all that stuff. And he was convinced it was his prostate, and he had prostate cancer, but he never went to a doctor. But we found out later on that he had been told by a doctor a number of years ago when he was in his like 50s that if he ever had this problem again, it's probably prostate cancer. And what's crazy is that prostate cancer, if it caught in its early phase, is one of the most survivable things you can get in terms of cancer. The 7-year survival rate is very high. So Rick instead took his own life. He hung himself, and it was very, very sad. And Stella survived. Stella was his gorgeous, beautiful, friendly dog that we loved like our own. We would always be giving Stella leftover food, and it was good food. Like we would have Thanksgiving dinner, for example, and have a bunch of turkey and give it to Stella and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, and then Stella went to another place to try to live with this other lady in the community, because if you've never been to Vegas, it's like, you know, they have these little clusters of condos, and everybody lives in these 2-level things, bottom level, top level. This lady was one of the ladies in the community that knew Rick, and we knew her, and then Stella went over there, but Stella got really depressed, and then Stella just died of natural causes really quickly. So, very sad. And so when my wife got this Belgian in the Philippines for security a few years ago, we named it Stella as a namesake. But Stella gets, you know, parasites and stuff like that, and she's a very active dog, so we got to get a caretaker. We got to get her on these, and we got to follow up on December 7th. And I'm just like, look, can you just do me a favor? Be back in January for my birthday. I mean, there's really no reason to rush anything. You got to get a proper caretaker. The Belgian Malinois, thank you for the name, Karina, for the correction. Those are very high energy dogs. If you guys, you know, do it now, do it. I don't care if you don't watch much, whatever. You go and look them up and type in, like, they're like athletic dogs. They can run up the sides of buildings, run across tight ropes, and jump 10 feet in the air if trained properly. And they always stick next to the human. So they get incredibly bonded, incredibly tight. Toit, as they say. I think the traditional Thanksgiving dinner with family is disappearing. Could be. You know, as a Canadian, it was always shocking to me is that in America, Thanksgiving is a bigger deal than Christmas, and then in Canada, Christmas is a bigger deal than Thanksgiving. Can any Canadians back that up for me? Yeah, people are talking about my course right now. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, I have a code for you. It's THX, as in Thanksgiving. If you guys want to partake, it's up to you. I don't know, whatever. You do what you do. THX is my code today, and it's going to give you the 2-for-1 deal. If you guys have been on the fence about it, but you know, if I talk too much about it, people are going to be like, you talk too much about the training course, whatever. I got a dad bod right now, a little belly. Cover that up so you can't see it. $200 from my course is reasonable. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you have a great day. I'll put the code in if you guys want to. THX, you basically get 2 for 1, 95% off. Tea giving doesn't compare to Christmas in Canada. What does that even mean? What I meant is, got gum in my mouth. What I meant is I think people travel more on Thanksgiving in America. I think Thanksgiving is a more focal point for family gatherings in the United States than it is for Canada. That's what I mean. Learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Let's look at some of your comments. Thank you, Jersey T, for the $1.99 super sticker. Where's the giant turkey? It's an artificial construct done in Google Nano Banana Pro. I said, take this guy. And I took a photo of me. And I said, take this guy. Make his shirt red. Put him in a photorealistic situation on the Las Vegas Strip. Have him being chased around by a giant turkey. He looks terrified. He's running. It's daytime, high contrast, dramatic camera angle. I made the first output, but I was too small, and I said, correct it to make him closer to the camera. That's what we went with. It's all about the operator on the AI. Fort Mac in Canada, but you live in Costa Rica. Go to the nice person's nice house. Okay, happy Thanksgiving. 3, 2, 1, click. Formula One popular. Who invited you? Why do you? Oh, wow, look, a Yankee fan in Texas sent me 45 to our Cash App. Thanks, guys. I don't really ask for donations anymore, but thank you, Mr. R, for the Cash App donation. That's cool. Never about tourists. Well, I mean, the F1 is totally about tourists because, like, that's who pays the money for the F1, right? So there you go. Learning to fly. Christmas is a bigger deal. Where is your Ferrari buddy of yours? Oh, yeah. I was in Las Vegas for Thanksgiving, and it was fun, but I don't want to afford to go back from them. Do you have a Patreon anymore? I do have Patreon, but I haven't been able to update it. I've been slammed with other stuff, and I feel like they're going to just start dropping off soon, and I that's terrible. Some people on Patreon just support monthly on Patreon because they set it and forget it, or they pay a year in advance, and they get a discount, and they consider it better than a super chat and stuff like that, but I'm putting all my stuff into my students and everything. They took a poll saying 60% of people would rather stay in a hotel than spend Thanksgiving together. It depends on who the poll is done by. I am so tired of polls because last year you had people around election time on one side of the political spectrum saying that you should not go to your family members if they voted for the wrong party. That's the dumbest thing in the world. That's the stupidest, most hurtful, most divisive thing. And I'll tell you why. And I mean, this is going to borderline on conspiracy theory here. But if you attack the family as the core in America, if you don't have family values, then everybody is weaker. And we are weaker as a society without the family. And because strong families mean they have strong mothers and strong fathers who teach good values to their children, and good values are taught. Hard work ethic. People with hard work ethic don't become reliant on others. People who aren't reliant on others don't look to the government to solve all their problems, and people who don't look to the government to solve all their problems can't be bought for votes, you know? Anyways, yeah, come and see me. Whatever. Is it a crime? You can come see me. I'm here. I'm at the Treasure Island right now. Yeah, so anyways. Yep. So anybody here, one of my students? I know there's a few of you. I know Jersey T was here earlier. Somebody else was here too. Karina, maybe? She's in the course too. Happy Thanksgiving, Steven. Hope to see you. Have a great day. 200 for my course is reasonable. Subaru Amazon said, did you buy the course? It's not THX 1138. No, it's just THX for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving. We're going to have to walk. Fun fact, Thanksgiving was about Puritans fasting, not eating. I don't know. The origins of everything are so completely blended and merged together right now. It's kind of ridiculous. I had coworkers didn't even bring up Thanksgiving like it didn't exist or spending it alone. I'm with family values. Happy Thanksgiving. Chow down. I don't eat a lot recently. My appetite's been down the last few days, actually, and I don't like that very much. My appetite's been kind of lousy, and I'm a hypochondriac, so every time my appetite drops, I think I have a terrible disease. And then I wake up today and I'm incredibly hungry, so I eat protein chips. Come out to the strip and do my thing on the strip. It's warm out, isn't it? Yep. It's like 65 degrees today, man. I can be in my summer stuff. There was grave robbing involved in a true story of Thanksgiving. I'm just started. I appreciate the quick time getting back to me and my questions. Oh yeah, I get back to my students right away. Mindful with Marty says. I had coworkers, okay. Yeah, so if you guys don't know, the way I sponsor my channel and all my videos is I have a trading course that I do. We'll talk about that, then we'll go and explore the strip a little bit. A lot of you guys have heard this claptrap before. Just let me do this so I can pay some bills, so to speak, in case somebody does actually purchase the course. For a long time, I had zero idea how to make extra money in my life. And I was told that I should trade the markets. And as I explain in the course that I offer called 1K a day, the person that brought me into it kind of scammed and conned me. He told me that I would be making all this money after 30 days, and that's not the case. And instead, I went on about maybe a 1.5 year stint of losing, spending money, losing, trying to do this guy's thing, trying to do that thing, trying this, trying that. And eventually I got to a point where I started getting it and everything just clicked. And so I made some friends along the way with trading, and they started doing what I was doing, and they were getting it too. And instead of us trying to go in and hit big home runs all the time, we were just 50 bucks here, 100 bucks there. And I developed this really cool method of scalping the markets, and it's the futures markets. So it's not like you're trying to invest $10,000 and hope it goes up over the next 6 months. Nothing like that. It's not even, you're not doing that. All you're going in is you're going in and you're saying, oh, there's a thing. This happens every day like this. Click the button, it goes up, you make some money. Click the button, it goes down, you make some money either way. And so I made a course called 1K a day. And like a lot of people, I know a lot of people bought it off of the, well, what else do I got to lose? That's where I was too. But I got students now in the course that are making money on a daily basis. And it's so rewarding. And I feel like I may have made a good change in some people's lives. We're supposed to do good in people's lives. Either I bring them to Jesus or I bring them some more money, I guess, whatever. So if you guys think that going forward, things are a little bit murky, outlook not so good, a Magic 8-Ball style, maybe you want to get into my course. And if you do, you'll get the Cryptos Primer Bundle for free, and you'll get an entire video course where step by step, day by day, we go through things. I almost started singing a theme song from the 1990s, step by step, day by day. That's a TV show on ABC called Step by Step. But you'll go through the course. It's a video course. Do it anytime you want. You'll learn how to practice trade paper trading. You'll learn how we use firms that allow you to pay as little as $200 to get a $2,000 account that you can make some money off of, possibly, potentially. And if you guys do it today, you get my Crypto Primer Bundle for free. It's like a $2,900 value. And if you type in the code THX at checkout, I only have a few of these today to be able to go through. I will say Mr. or Miss and then your first initial of your name to keep you anonymous, and thank you when I see it if you do buy it on the stream. And you'll get a one-way direct email access to me, and I will be your teacher, and you will learn something that will change your life forever, because even if you only learned about how the markets work, you would still have a better understanding where we're going, and you would have way more knowledge than all of your friends to understand how things are going. Does that make sense? Okay, so I put the link up there twice. Go do it if you want to. I don't care. It's up to you. I saw a video that Andrew Tate lost $800,000 to long. Yeah, but the problem with those guys is they're doing it long term. It's really hard to lose $800,000 doing what we're doing because they're very short-term positions, okay? I mean, I can actually show you how short the term positions are. Here, let me show you something here. I got to go back to it. I got to find this, this video. So we do very short-term trading. We don't do long-term, stay in the market, hope really, really hard that it goes up or that it goes down. We're not trading off of leverage. We're not trading off of margin. We're not doing any of this stuff. Instead, what we're doing is we're going in real fast, getting out real fast, making some money really, really quickly, and just in and out, quick ins and outs. And I'm trying to find it, and I feel like a jackass because I can't seem to find it right now. So let me find it here for you guys. I have all of these videos instead from my goggles, from my glasses. So is that it? No, that's not it there. So I'll show you exactly what that looks like so you can see how it's different than what Dave Portnoy's doing and Andrew Tate. And besides, those guys, they're just super ultra wealthy rich. And to me, they're just incredibly bored. So they're gonna do what they're gonna do, and they're just gonna play in the markets because they have nothing better to do. So just to give you an idea, this is from the other day, okay? And you can see it right here. This is all it is, okay? This is real time, by the way. I go in real time, I drag 2 positions down to 720, and it hits. And that's it. This is a real time. This is not sped up. You know, these are 2-minute candles. I saw the trend. I went with the trend. I made $720 that fast. This is on a loop, by the way. I'm showing you the same thing multiple times. So how would you lose $800,000 doing this? You would have to either be incredibly addicted to this, or you would have to be lying to people. Anyway, somebody asked a question and then they followed up with just regular income. I don't know. Let's see. What is that question you would ask, sir? I saw a video that entertained, don't burn your turkey in your oven, otherwise you have to go to the use fire extinguisher and then have to go to McDonald's for dinner. Is McDonald's even open today? Happy Thanksgiving from up the road in Mesquite. Tate may have made 4 million weeks before. Is there a tax on the, what is the tax liability? That's a great question. You're asking though how much the oil change on the Ferrari costs before you own the car. But that's fine, we'll answer. You know, your liability on taxes, you're paid as a 1099 person, so, you know, whatever, put 25-30% away from everything. But that's the thing. Would you rather have potentially $1,000 extra every month that you make? I don't know. I mean, I'd rather have the $1,000 extra that I make, so I can then say, whew, I can breathe a little less heavy right now, and then I'll pay the taxes when the taxes are due. You know, that's the way I look at it. I've not taken a Zooks yet, no. We'll do it eventually someday. It's on the Someday Island. Someday I'll take a Zooks. Someday I'll lose that pudgy belly. Someday I'll. Actually, people say I'm looking healthier. I don't know if that's true. I think people are nice to me sometimes. But I grew up with a narcissistic mother, so I never know if people are truly being nice to me. What app would I recommend with trading? Well, in the course, I put people with trading views so they can paper trade. And then we use a couple of different brokers, like prop firms and stuff that we recommend and things like this. But I don't know what you're trading. Are you trading options? Are you trading futures? I don't know. TradingView is probably the app for charts. What is the app for charts? There's other apps, but they're not as good and not as ubiquitous as TradingView is. It's super easy, man. I didn't realize it was free. I ran into the dispensary last night and took the Zooks. Oh, that's good. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I was filming out here the other day. So I was down on the other side. There was some dude here. I thought he worked for the property. He didn't work for the property. He was just some guy who was pissed off. Like, so the taxi's in the way, but I was all the way over at that wall right there. It's just me on a camera, and somehow he's where this valet guy is at the valet stand. He wasn't the valet. He was just some angry idiot. You know the type. Loud as a dirt bike, but wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight. The brain's working. The Celsius energy drink is kicked in. I didn't know if there'd be any Starbucks open where I want to find them, so I did the Celsius instead of the coffee. You know the type, loud as a dirt bike, but wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight. That's from Jay-Z, the Black Album, right? The Black Album. What's up there, Lamont? Lamont! Anyways, anybody became a student, let me know. I'll take a look here. Thank you to Robert, or Mr. R. Ooh, I almost used your first name for the Cash App. We don't put our donation links up. We're self-funded now with the course, so we don't have to be like, please, somebody donate. If you don't, I can't eat. I gotta buy good ramen. I'm so tired of Mr. Noodle. Do they sell Mr. Noodle here? No. Top ramen, right? Yeah. Anyway. Where are we gonna go? Let's go up to the Venetian. Let's go up to the parking valet at the Venetian. Yeah, Thanksgiving style. We copied Mr. Beast for our thumbnail. I'm so proud of myself, aping this style. If it works, man. I don't know. I'm afraid to do it on one of my main videos. Oh man, I'm burping. My protein chips, I can taste them. Gross. Dun, 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 dun. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. So, I wanted to listen to some music, and I wanted some, no takers on the course, so we will thank Mr. D, Mr. C, Mr. I, Mr. J, Mr. B, Mr. F, Mr. S, Mr. R, Mr. or Miss C, still don't know that name, Ms. A, Mr. S, Mr. J. Those are all the people in the last day. Mr. Pink. I saw a cop actually pull someone over that didn't have a license plate. Yeah, they're really cracking down on this now. They are very severely cracking down on the no license plates. They have a hotline so you can tattletale on your neighbors. So when you go out to your car, your neighbor stabs you in the shoulder, calls you a bitch for tattletaling. Listen, I don't like that there's no license plates either, but I'm not going to snitch out my neighbors. I think if the cops did their job and pulled people over more often, we wouldn't have to have a special hotline. You know, you used to call me on the cell phone. I'm not snitching anybody. I'm not a little bitch. I'm not a little bitch. I ain't snitching on nobody. I ain't snitching on my neighbors. If I snitch on my neighbors, like, I don't know if they know it's me, like, plus my whole neighborhood is Chinese. There ain't no English people there except for me. I saw that on the DMV, exactly why I put the public at risk. I don't know. I saw a Cybertruck in hot pursuit. There's a Cybertruck. I saw a Cybertruck LVMPD cruiser today in hot pursuit. That was pretty fun. If you don't know, the LVMPD decided that they have so much money that they were going to spend like $400,000 on 3 Cybertrucks and put LVMPD on them. And I can understand why they might do that, because Cybertrucks have a very fast torque off the block. Like, they can just speed up real fast. But it's also for publicity, and because cops are like any guys, they like to drive fast stuff. Oh, are they free? I don't know. Sure. If they were free, I feel better about it. If not, it's a bad choice. If they were free, that's good. Are you banned from the South Strip? You mostly stay north. What are you talking about, Willis? I just don't like going. I went to the South Strip the other day, didn't I? I don't know. I go to the South Strip sometimes, go to the Strip sometimes. I don't like paying for parking. Every time I go to the South Strip, I got to pay for parking if I'm like 1 minute late. So I come to areas where the parking's free. That's probably it. Yeah, that's the ticket. Oh, they were donated? That's good. I feel better about that then. Cool. I'm glad to hear that. Thanks for correcting the record, guys. It's good stuff. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here. So I had it. I had my music today, and it was like, it said energy. So I'm like, I could use some energy. And so I went to do that, and it played, I thought it was going to play like EDM music. It didn't. It played like Celebrity Skin by Hole. And then it played House of Pain. I'm the king of the crop. I rise to the top. I'm the cream of the crop. I rise to the top. I never eat a pig because a pig is a cop. I'm about to eat a Terminator like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Trying to play me up like as if my name was Sega. But I'm not going out like no punk bitch. Get used to one style and maybe I might switch. And then it played Kid Rock. And I'm like, I cannot take this man seriously. Like, it was just bad. It was like, my name's Kid Rock. I should say this. Hold on. It should say this, and then you'll know that you're in the proper model. Because I was caught not in the proper model the other day, and I was having the same problem as you where text wasn't rendering correctly. Telling my YouTube mentor something. Have you seen Kid Rock? He looks like Dr. Phil. My name's Kid Rock. Listen, I don't know why I don't like Kid Rock music. I don't care. I just don't. For some reason, it's not my thing. And then it also played Rage Against the Machine, and I'm like, oh gosh. You know. The renegades of the forgotten age. It was like, you know, don't compare yourself to Dr. Martin Luther King. They're all just renegades. Well, Sure, but you're not. You guys aren't. You fall into the category of Jimmy Buffett, which is purporting to have a lifestyle that you don't. Like Jimmy Buffett, just out there in Margaritaville. Shakers of salts. But he's a billionaire, dog. Where did I say I was going to go? I said I was going to go to the Venetian, and I was going to go somewhere. And I said we're going to go to the thing, and I can't remember. So let's just go this way. So I don't decry them for living on a mansion in Malibu, but you know, I'm driving down La Brea with the shotgun. These people haven't seen a brown-skinned man since their grandparents bought one. Well, wait a minute. California never had slavery, buddy. So if you're driving down La Brea with a shotgun, you mean La Brea in California? Why would any of those families have seen a brown-skinned man since their grandparents bought one? California never had slavery. That's the song. Of course I know that song, man. I grew up like a lot of red-blooded American teens, but I did it in Canada. And I mean, I was into Rage Against the Machine, you know. You listen to The Matrix, you know. You watch a Matrix soundtrack, it was big in that. Everything was like alternative, all that stuff, you know. I'll be in Vegas 12/4, 12/7. Oh man, if I'm not streaming, come see it. Look at the aftermath. They're still tearing this down. This is the Ferrari. I think this must have been the Ferrari thing. I'm a 90s guy, yeah. So I know a lot of stupid songs. A lot of dumb lyrics. My brain isn't particularly clever, but I can memorize lyrics real well. I mean, they had good hooks. That was what made them like that. It's got a good beat. You can put any lyrics to it. It doesn't matter. It was Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills. Jeez Louise. Are you up at Charleston, South Carolina? Mount Charleston? Yeah, these are ridiculous. They build them all just on scaffolds with those giant things. I mean, I don't know. I don't sing the O Canada in the modern day woke version. O Canada, home and native land, true patriot love, and all of ours command. Well, that's not grammatically correct. None out of bamboo. That was what I was known in boot camp, was remembering lyrics so people could sing their songs to themselves. The Marine Corps do not get phones. Yeah, buddy. There you go. Badass Marine Corps, man. Those are the guys you want hanging out with you. Nobody will mess with you. Nobody will mess with you that way. That's awesome, man. I respect that. I've tasted so many turkeys from great cooks, not a fan. Give me chicken. Oh, come now, man. Really? For reals? For really reals? Joni Mitchell? I don't know any Joni Mitchell songs. I'm of a different generation. Who's like, if turkey was so good, why don't you see people eating on other days than Thanksgiving? Well, you do. You see them eating it on Easter, and you see them eating it on Christmas. But turkeys are longer to grow, cost more money. Chickens are easier to grow and cost less money and make more profits. Like, these are logical conclusions that I draw, but my brain is broken. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But it would seem to me like, because a turkey is so much larger, like think about a chicken, right? A chicken, how much like square footage does a chicken take up? Maybe yay big. How much does a turkey take up? Yay big. So If I had 1,000 acres farm and I had a chicken facility, I could put a lot more things that are this size than things that are this size in the facility. They would take less time to grow and they would take less resources to grow, which means my profit margin would be much higher because I'd be producing more of a thing. But whatever, that seems like logical. Was that JD Vance that said that? Is he not the vice president of the United States? I'm not insulting JD Vance. There's an amazing book he wrote called Hellbellology or something, and it's great. And then Ron Howard even made a movie. Although I'm pretty sure nowadays Ron Howard wouldn't have made the movie because of the woke Hollywood thing, but it was a great movie. It starred Meryl Streep and a couple other people, and it's really great, heartwarming. If you ever want to feel inspired in life, go watch that movie about JD Vance's life story. But yeah, he's the vice president. He was saying it jokingly. Right, we'll make that excuse. Sure, why not? That's fine. It's so weird with the canals drained, huh? That construction across the street is out of control, how fast it's going, man. Are they making double overtime? I don't know what their deal is, man. I have no idea, bro. One thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Five Guys, and I'm going to probably get a little more caffeine, which I shouldn't do, but I'm going to do it anyways. I know it's crazy. I was security there for one of the Super Bowls right before they took down the volcano. I don't take advantage of restaurants. I'm not going to eat any burgers there anyways. It's not healthy for me. My calories are going to be over. Oh, you don't like Five Guys? I highly approve of their food. I think it's very good. Minimal amounts of ingredients. The buns are very good. My wife is from Mexico. You do turkey Puebla style with moles. So moles, like you butcher those little creatures that are so cute that get into your yard and dig little holes. Is that what you do in Mexico? I mean, I know Mexico's got a tight economy, but if you're eating moles for dinner, that's weird. It's too expensive. I mean, yeah, it's not a $2.49 McValue cheeseburger, and I'm not saying anything bad about that. But sometimes, you want to treat yourself. The Sephoras are getting robbed everywhere, dude. People are flipping that stuff on Facebook Marketplace. Everybody's trying to make ends meet. They just need to buy my day trading course. They need to buy my day trading course instead of stealing from Sephora. A lot of women have been buying my course lately too, which is pretty dope. Let's do a drinking game. Anybody have alcohol on hand, being that it's Thanksgiving? You should take a shot every time I mention my course, because that's how I support the channel. You'll be drunk in no time. Don't do that, by the way. I don't advocate you getting psoriasis of the liver. We're the renegades of funk. Chocolate moles, really? Is that like this? Wait, maybe you're eating these kinds of moles, like that mole right there. I've had since I was 10 years old. You can see it right there. Or is it like a freckle? Because I got freckles all over my body too. Maybe you're cutting off the moles from dermatologist places and eating them. That's gross. Mexican moles. Well, why do you gotta be racial about it, bro? Aren't all moles the same? You are correct. You constantly sell your course to the point. Well, that's good, Carl. You can go watch another live stream on the Las Vegas Strip on Thanksgiving Day. Start selling bags of coffee. Yeah, right. I'll be like the quartering. Jeremy on the quartering. I don't have a big enough audience to sell coffee. I don't have the money to put into it. Equality for moles. I know, right? Like Mexican moles, black moles, Venezuelan moles. You shouldn't be like hating on people just because their moles are from a different place. All moles can be dangerous moles or they can be benign. I don't care. I don't care. People hate on me. Fine. Guess what then? We'll have, maybe you guys could, maybe Manscaped will do a campaign, and I'll tell you about how you should buy a special razor to shave your balls. Would you rather me do that? Hey guys, my sponsor for this video is Manscaped. Hey guys, do you feel your balls are sweaty and stick to the inside of your legs? You just need to shave them better. Manscaped has a deal right now where they'll give you ball oil for free when you order using my special code nllvball. Is that better for you than me mentioning my course? Well, that's the thing. Right? The other sentence is 30 seconds. Yeah, you're right. I try to get mine down as short as I can, bro. I do, but whatever. It is what it is, bro. I have really good content. I've resigned myself to the fact that I do really great videos with lots of gorgeous edits and good information. And I mean, you can go watch a Hey Guys channel and they can tell you that the Five Guys is a good value. It's a great burger. It's a bad value. I think it should be $9.99 for a burger. How about giving out a couple of your courses for free? Why would I do that? It's $199. I put 100 hours into making the course plus, if not more, and I work on it full time every week. I'm not giving it away for free. It's got so much value in it. It's not how life works, bro. If you go to the Walmart and you're like, how about you just give me that TV for free to a couple of people? They're gonna be like, I can't do that. It's a good TV. Just get the small burger. No, I don't need more food, brother. I don't need more food. I ate 4 bags of legendary protein chips today. I got 600 calories and 80 grams of protein and 16 net grams of carbs in me and about 9 grams of fat. Jay Bravo. I'm here for manscaping. I don't know if that's the real Jay Bravo. That's not the real Jay Bravo. I don't believe. No, that is the real Jay Bravo. He's got a wrench next to him. How come I never noticed the underscore in his name? I'm here for manscaping techniques, and if you sell it for free, it's worthless. Thank you. You should tell that guy. He's got a Ferrari. Holy cow, he came in and listened to my diatribe about BS. Anyways. Yeah, this used to be, well, he's got a check mark. Yeah, I never noticed the underscore. You got to be careful because guys like him, they have lots of imposters. So anyways, Five Guys used to be a Sephora, and you can actually tell by the bricks. Sephora has that that French mime look to it. There's no Canada. I'm thinking of the French part of the South Park. We'll go inside. I'll get a sody. We'll sit and we'll chat for a little bit. I don't feel like moving around that much. Anyways, if you guys want to know about the course, so if the course was 90% of what, it would be $2,000. Well, it's worth $2,000. You know why, brother, man? I got students that have already made way more than that in the course, in their bank accounts, in their pockets. Oh, it's closed today. So folks, they're taking Thanksgiving off. So forget that. We'll go to White Castle. Maybe they're open. So yeah, so if you guys want to get in on that, I train people how to make base hits and fill up their bank accounts and potentially fill up their bank accounts and how to maybe make some money for themselves. And you can get it for 90% off, and you get my crypto primer course where we explain everything you ever wanted to know about the crypto universe. And you're going to use the code THX for Thanksgiving today. It's not a George Lucas thing, I promise you. Get 2 for 1. And then you guys get to know more about this than your friends ever will. You guys get to have a skill that nobody will ever take from you. And you're not going to do this for more than 20 or 30 minutes a day. And you're not going to invest all your money hoping that some guy's giving you hot tips. It's not an investment course. I'm not an investor. I don't give investment advice. It's not financial advice. It's not investments. And if you're going for it on the stream, I will shout you out using your pronoun that I assume you have and your first initial. So, I'm actually kind of glad that Five Guys is closed, but I wanted to sit down, so there's that. I like Five Guys style. Let's go to the really low end. This is the last, I'm not saying low end in a derisive way, but this is the last kind of a value casino on the strip, you know? Well, no, what I mean is if your name, I can't put it, oh gosh, there's people here. If I can't put a finger on your name because it comes from a part of the world that I'm not familiar with, I'll say Mr. or Miss. But if your name is Sally, I'm going to say Miss S. And if your name is Marcus, I'm going to say Mr. M. Turkey burgers. No, pronouns are he and him, her, him and her, his, him, hers, she, him. Those are pronouns. There's two sets of pronouns in my world. I'm not going to wait here. I'm going to go to a Walgreens. I just need water, to be truthful. No, I don't need water. Son of a gun, I have water. What is wrong with me? So somebody wanted me to talk about the course, but I don't know what there is to talk about. If you guys have a question, ask me about it. I'm excited because I got people that are seeing positive results. One guy emailed me and he said I changed his life. So what? That was pretty dramatic. He said he had spent about $7,000 on different online courses from people that promised to make him $10K a week and all this ridiculousness. And it was nothing. And they just used big words and made it complicated. And I broke it down into such a simple style. I built around several pillars and showed him 4 different things that work every single day. And now he's just on autopilot mode and he's just super grateful. And that made me feel like I finally did a positive thing for somebody, you know? And he's like, and I spent $200 on yours and you keep adding stuff to it. And that's awesome. Courses are a dime a dozen. Use AI. That is so incorrect. You're so wrong, but you're so right. You're not wrong, but you're not right. You can use AI for a lot of things, but AI is oftentimes wrong and it hallucinates and it gives you a bunch of gibberish that you can't trust. So you have to be real careful with AI. Plus, I'm a real human being. Like honestly, if your trading works so well, why would you need a stream? Oh, there's a lot of reasons. Free. It's the same reason why a world-class heart surgeon that has, you know, university tenure at a Ivy League university, he's got tenure, which means he essentially can't be fired. He makes $750,000 a year at the university. Yet he jumps on the circuit, and you know, John Hopkins calls him up and asks if he can come and do a talk to their entire body of surgeons, and they offer him $100,000 to do it, and he goes and does it. And you could ask that question. You may ask yourself, "This isn't my beautiful wife." Oh, I keep doing lyrics, but you might ask that. You might say, "Well, why would he do that?" I mean, he makes $250,000 a year at John Hopkins. Or at, John Hopkins, at you know, the big medical school, and he makes his tenure. Why would he go? Why would he do that? Why is it that there's psychologists who get paid a lot of money who have YouTube channels? Well, it's because they want to help more people, and it's because they enjoy what they're doing. And I enjoy the live streams. I don't have a lot of outlets to talk about varied topics. When I do my YouTube videos, they have to be just YouTube videos on Vegas, I've learned. I can attach economic events to them, but it always has to tie back into Vegas. Twice a week, I get the live streams and I get the ability to come and have a real conversation with people. So, you know, you can be like, if it weren't so good. There's another thing too, bro. I don't think that you fully understand. In a New York minute, your entire situation can change. You can come up against $100,000 expense in your life like that. Medical bills, you know, insurance things, $50,000 here, $25,000 there. Another thing is that you get taxed 25% if you have a really good accountant, 35% on average. So you always want to make more. And if you don't want to make more, you shouldn't do my course. It's not for you. I don't want you to click the button and buy it because you're going to get upset, because you're going to have to sit and actually have fun learning something. How does it work with a 2-minute trade since you press 2 minutes? No. You choose when you enter in and out of the trade. You can be in a trade for 3 seconds, 3 minutes, 30 minutes, or, you know, 10 hours. It's up to you. What I'm saying is I trade on a 2-minute chart. Each bar you see is 2 minutes. You can stay in a trade for any amount of time. It's up to you. It's your choice. You're an intelligent man. Why would you possibly choose Vegas when there's so much beauty to explore? Money isn't everything. I got kind of marooned here. My story is that my wife was already here. I had zero prospects. I'm a high school dropout. I ended up in Vegas. I met her. I stayed here. And then I floundered. Hopped around from thing to thing, made excuse after excuse. Blamed others for my failing. Told everybody it was their fault, not mine. And I finally straightened my ass out. And now I'm loving the city. I love living here. We have great weather. It's November, dude. It's November and it's 63 degrees. If I want nature, I'll drive to nature. I go to Mammoth. If I don't want to drive that far, I'll go to Mount Charleston. It's 45 minutes away. It's 25 degrees cooler every day. It's snow right now. They just opened ski season up there. If I want to go to a show, I can go to a show. I want to go to a Michelin star restaurant, it's just down the street. If I want to see the most famous road in America, here it is. What do I use to stream? I'm using something called Prism Live Studio. Prism Live Studio. Did I get burned out of jobs? No, I got mad and angry and blamed other people for my lack of success. Even when I was in timeshare, I blamed other outside factors. But the thing is, when you point at somebody, 3 fingers point back at you. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. These 3 fingers are the reasons why you're failing. You, and you. The problem is in you. If you hate your job, you need to work out why you hate your job. If you fail at your job, maybe you're just bad at that, but probably not. There's probably something you're doing wrong and you don't want to figure it out because it hurts to blame yourself. That's why traders fail. They go into a trade, trade's losing money, they think, how could I be so wrong? They get hopeful it'll go in the opposite direction, they stay in the trade for too long, they lose so much money that they're done for. So you get into a trade, it loses, you hit your stop loss, you're out, you're finished. You don't go back in for another trade right away, you wait, you're strategic. You blame yourself. Oh, okay. I messed up on that trade. I'll get the next one. I'll make a better judgment call. Makes sense? Anyway, I'll drop the code another time here. Get your red hot degree. Campbell degree here. It's actually $199. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Hard Rock looks absolutely grotesque. I think it looks gorgeous. Rather than promoting your course, promote Jesus. Sure, I talk about Jesus all the time, brother, but sad state of affairs in the world is that there's a lot of people that reject that message. What kind of device? Oh, it's just an iPhone 16. It's whatever. It's the newest iPhone Pro Max. It's on the widest angle right now. It just looks this good widest angle because it's daytime. Otherwise, it looks even better if I zoom into so here's the 2X. We got the JWs out here promoting their version of what they claim is Christianity. That's the regular lens. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. Mighty, mighty good man. I should text my friend and ask if we're still on for tomorrow. Actually, before I forget, he's got kids and so we're playing it by ear. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a man. Why am I singing that song? Dang, son. Let me text this guy and say if we're still on for tomorrow. Hey, are we still on for tomorrow? Do Arnold? I'm alright. Do you think Fontainebleau will go into bankruptcy? No. Nah, Fontainebleau's doing fine. Just fine. I don't know, man. They can't go. Their big flagship store is a YSL. They're not going to change that up. They're all in. What's a DVC, Disney DVC club membership? 100 Do you think their banksters aren't the reason why anyone is debt or homeless? Of course. Banks are running your lives. That's why I tell people to get in the markets and take money back. That's your empowerment. You have every right to do it. It's more accessible than ever. So you can either take little bits away as they do it. You can do what they do. That's all it is, you know, the entire stupid trading course. I say stupid, that's smart. Hey, dummy, why don't you sell your own product? The entire course is just teaching you how to understand when big money's moving in one direction and follow it. Follow the money, honey. It's not that hard. People think they can't do it. Anybody can do it. You can teach it to children. It's not difficult. I'm watching from Shreveport, Louisiana. I read, okay, I'm not insulting Shreveport, but I was watching these videos yesterday while I was listening to these videos while I was driving. It said Shreveport, Louisiana is one of the roughest cities in America for the economy. Is that true? I don't know if that's true. I don't make a declaration. I'm not smart enough to talk to the Jehovah's or the Seventh-day Adventists. They are really, 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 really good. Oh, I wouldn't get a job at any hotels. I'm a high school dropout. They don't hire high school dropouts. So there's a guy based out of Utah. I think it's called Apologia Ministries or something. And he has a really excellent channel where he goes down and he talks to Mormons and JWs and Seventh-day Adventists. And they always take the gospel and they distort it a little bit and they make it a different version of stuff. Like one of them, and I can't remember which one. In one of those so-called Christian religions, like their version of the gospel, I'm not making this up when I tell you this. God literally came down and physically impregnated Mother Mary. Like, this is not what's in the Bible, for example. So that's just one such example. Or like, you know, the Mormons say that, you know, everybody has their own planet, and you know, depending on how good you were in life as a Mormon, you get different types of heaven and different levels and all. That's not in the Christian Bible, but it's in the Book of Mormon, of course, right? So, you know, so you got to be like, but here's the deal, like they wrap it in a shroud. They wrap it in the shroud of, well, we're just Christians, just like anybody else, you know, like we're going to put that out there. Right, and now it's not even called the Church of Jesus. What is it? What is it called now? They changed the name. Like, it sucks because people get confused. And there's a really good Sabbath is on Saturday. Well, that's when the Jews do this. Sabbath Jews on Friday or Saturday? Remind me. I can't remember right now. Wall Street Warlord. You're Jewish, right? Tell me. Is it on Saturday or Friday? Tell me what day is your Sabbath. Oh, I've told my testimony on the channel before. Willie Dunes, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, brother. You can tell them the testimony. They don't, you know, that's fine. It's Friday night all Saturday. Got you. Then my wife knows a Pentecostal Christian in the Philippines, but she is like singular Pentecost, monopentecost or something like that, where they don't believe in the Trinity. It's weird to me. It's foreign to me, but it's interesting. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of people distort the truth of it's what the devil's been doing. If Vegas does end down 6 to 10% for tourism, it's not if. I mean, Vegas is down 8.8% for the year. There's no if anymore. Then what do you think that? I was in my group, Not Leaving. I have a group on Facebook. I don't go in it often, but Not Leaving Las Vegas called the group on Facebook. And then this one guy was like, F1's a great event. Anybody who's saying it's not, you hate Vegas and you don't understand the economy. It brings 500,000 people a year. I'm like, wait, full stop. Where are you getting that number? First of all, there's only 100,000 seats for the F1. So 3 nights of F1, max potential 300,000. So that assumes then you have an extra 200,000 people here that can't get into the event. But based on what we saw this weekend on Friday and Saturday, There's sure as heck not 200,000 people here extra. So what it means is that because there's on average 249,000 people here, they say, any particular day of the week. But Friday and Saturday, these casinos were tombs. There was nobody in them. So I don't know where they're getting their numbers from. It sounds like it's a made-up marketing thing. For all I know, it's a bot. It's a bot. Not a real person. I'm going to this friend I got who's got this real nice mansion up in the hills, and I'm so embarrassed to drive there with my beaten up RAV4 that has like a chain holding the hood down. But I don't think they're going to judge me. They're very nice people. I got invited, and that was nice. I'm going to do that. So that, you know, that's a nice thing that I got invited to. So I'll go up there. I got my cameras in my bag. I got not my nice cam. My nice camera's broken. Anybody want to send me 2 dimes? I'll buy a camera today. Camera store is open today. It's so weird. Lamont, yeah. Lamont's like, we're surrounded more. Yeah. Half the things you see on the internet are fake, bro. They're garbage. But I did bring a Sony A6400 with me today. So probably after the stream, I'm going to try to find some candid photos. I have a really old lens. Do you guys want to see my camera gear? Say yes in the chat. Does anybody want to see my camera stuff today? Let me know. I'll show you. Say yes in the chat. I think the casinos were empty and everyone was trying to see the race. That's my point, James. There wasn't a lot of people anywhere. So I don't think there's 500,000 people here. Yeah, if you guys want to see my camera stuff, sure, why not, right? So I have these old lenses that I got from Do It Lady. Do It Lady. So I got these old lenses at a vintage store. This is one. This is a 300 millimeter zoom. It's a Minolta lens, and it fits on my Sony camera with an adapter. So this is not that sharp, but it's a really long zoom. So I'm gonna probably take this one out, do some candid photos, and see if I can get something. I couldn't wear my Meta Ray-Ban displays today because my eyes are just too tired, and I'm not used to my contacts yet, so I won't be able to really see the screen when I talk if I wear them. They avoid using the term Mormon. Yeah, because if you put the term Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saint in it, again, that breeds familiarity, right? So everybody's familiar with that one. So when you enter into trade, is it you go out only after you lose or gain? You get in a trade as fast as you want and out as fast as you want. AVG, are you my student yet? Go buy my course, bro. I know I'm such a dick for saying that to you, but you are on the cusp, brother. You are on the cusp. Where can I eat for Thanksgiving that won't break the bank? Blueberry Hill off the strip. Blueberry Hill off the strip. Oh man, okay, so no, I got no meeting with my friend tomorrow. He told me to go pound sand. He's like, you, I hate you. Don't you remember? No, he didn't say that. He's a nice guy. He's got plans with his wife and his kids. So go do my course, man. You're asking a lot of the right questions, but you need to have the actual training now. Go get 2 for 1. You get my crypto course for free. So I got that Minolta camera, and I have my Sony A6400 that I bought literally a day before my really nice professional big ass camera broke. I said that like I'm a Canadian. So this is my Sony A6400. It's a little APS-C camera. We've had that exact honey big cam before, right off Charleston, and it's got an adapter on it. So this is a Sony adapter that they made because this is an old Minolta lens as well. So I can attach Minolta lens onto this. This is an 11 mil, but it acts like a 15. It's still wide angle enough that I can take some killer shots of everything out here. So I'm gonna go, and I also brought a nice Sony made for this camera, 50 millimeter. But we'll see. Click. Is F1 over? Yeah, buddy. It's over, baby. It's over like the rover. A million miles away. Your signal in the distance. To whom it may concern. Think I've lost my way. Getting good and starting over. Every time that I return. Stop bragging about the size of the camera. No, that's not a camera to brag about. That's a cheap camera. I want a nice camera, but got plane tickets for the wife in the future to buy. Got a lot of things. Gotta make my choices carefully. Be boring. I'm trying to watch course videos. I'm doing your course and very excited about that and looking forward to the money. Cool. All right, cool. Thank you so much. So we already got you in the course. That's good. Learning to walk again. I believe I've waited long enough. Where do I begin? I'll probably take some photos and process them and throw it up on my wall and see how it looks. Why does the 0.25 rate cuts raise the market so much? Oh, that's a good question. When the government cuts the interest rates, they're signaling that they don't think the economy is in good shape. And they control the government controls the money supply with two different methods. One is called fiscal policy, one is called monetary policy. And fiscal policy is where they control the interest rates. So they either raise it or they leave it the same or they cut it. And then the monetary policy is where they print more money, essentially. The money printer goes off. So they have some terms for that too. Quantitative tightening, which is where they stop printing money and they let the stuff that's already floating around in the economy get spent. And quantitative easing, which is where they start making more money printing. So why would the government manipulate the money supply or the interest rates? Well, the Federal Reserve in America is not, as you know probably, controlled by the federal. It's not a federal government thing. It's not controlled by the government. It's an independent body, but they have what's called a dual mandate. Their mandate is to control inflation and make sure that the employment numbers are good. And right now they can't do either of those things. So they started cutting the interest rates by a quarter, 0.25 basis points this month, probably next month. They did it last month, probably next month, and so on and so forth, right? So when that happens, interest rates get cut, people borrow money so they can buy into the markets, and they pump the markets because people buy the markets at that point. They go, oh, okay, cheap money, cheap interest rates, let's borrow some money, let's buy some assets, right? That causes the housing to go up too. It causes cryptos to go up typically. It causes gold to go up. It causes stocks, bonds, assets, everything, futures go up, you know? And but the next thing is they're going to do what's called quantitative easing, because they're going to stop not printing money. They're going to print money because they're not controlling the labor market right now with the interest rate cuts. It's not working. So they're getting a little bit desperate. And when that happens, it's going to create all this volatility in the markets. That's going to be great for my students and great for you if you're trading these markets. You're going to have tons of opportunities on a daily basis to make money. And if you're like me and you're my students, you make money when it goes up, make money when it goes down. So you can have a period like last week. Last week, if you knew what you were looking for, your opportunities were there every single day. In the last 2 weeks. In the last 2 weeks, we had days where the market sold off and everybody who was looking at their 401ks, wondering if this was the big one that everybody's been looking for, they were paranoid, right? And then we had days where the market came right back. We had days like what happened just the other day where everything pumped like crazy. I have the NASDAQ 100 E-mini futures right here. You can see how it goes up and down every single day. Opportunities abound. You know, if you knew what you were doing off that blue line right there, you saw an opportunity to make money going down, and then it starts to shoot up right here where this cluster ends up and you make money. And if you're watching my everyday videos on the course, you understand these resistance levels. I teach this stuff to my students. What's closed and what's isn't? I mean, In-N-Out's closed. They're a Christian company. You're going to see these people walk up and realize it's closed. Closed. They're a Christian company, family company. Five Guys is closed. Pharmacies are open. Most of the nice restaurants are open. A couple of the bars are closed. That was a good explanation. If it was up to you on the Fed board, what would the interest rates be now? Man, I think the interest rates have been too high for a long time. Canada's interest rates are lower than ours, and their GDP is not very good. I think we should lower them like they're doing now, but we should have been doing it. So I don't even know what the interest rate is right now. I just look at the cuts. That's another thing. Like, y'all think you need to be like experts at this stuff. You don't have to. You don't have to look at charts and analyze charts. You just look at the last 20 minutes of what you're doing in my course and you say, oh, it looks like the position color and trend is this way. It's probably going to go this way when the market opens or when that time frame kicks in, and I'm going to make some money on it. What does Christian have to do with it? Oh, Christian companies value family. They're Christian ownership. And so a business that's Christian-based honors family above money. So they're a fast food joint in Vegas, but they're closed on the Strip. Everybody has time with their families. So Brooklyn Bowl's closed for a private event. See, if I use this term, I would get cancel cultured. You can't say that. You can't say that on television. Oh, man. Dude. Learning to walk again. Nothing to do with having to pay overtime on Thanksgiving. Did you know that In-N-Out Burger pays higher than anybody in the fast food world? They're not cheap over there. Vici, you think Vici Properties rocks? It's good for you if you're an investor. It's bad for you if you're a Vegas fan. So what, the owner's a billionaire? People don't like that the owner's a billionaire. The owner deserves to be a billionaire. They put all their heart and soul and capital into things. If you make money and you employ people and you treat the people decent, that's good. That's good. You deserve your rewards. If you're a miserable, miserly, horrible, mean person, then you don't deserve that. You know, but you'll make your money. Oh, you mean it's good? That's good too. Learning to walk again. I believe I've waited long enough. Money is not bad, the love of money is bad. That's true. Money is not the root of all evil. The love of money is the root. The Fed lowered the rate when they shouldn't have in late 2024 to help the Dems do better on election day. Yeah, I mean, that's a general consensus that people have, but I don't know. I mean, it's not mandatory to pay overtime. I don't know, man. I mean, like, you know, the thing is, all these cuts don't really benefit you guys. It benefits the companies that you work for. That's good. You know? I'll probably end up streaming tomorrow since my friend is not doing my meetup. He's got plans with his family. Why does the Seed for Kai project buy seed phrases? Well, I don't understand why they would buy seed phrases. In crypto, a seed phrase is a series of words that are randomly put together so you can have access to your crypto wallet. Usually it's like a cold wallet solution, not on a major exchange. So, for example, you might have a wallet on MetaMask, which is a better level of security than keeping it in Coinbase. We explain all this in my crypto course, by the way, just so you know. So you might have your wallet stored on MetaMask. MetaMask is online, but it's not attached to any central exchange. And then they'll give you a seed phrase, and maybe your seed phrase is like puppy, October, books, towels, sponges, outhouse, tree. Just 7 random phrases. And if you lose your seed phrase, you can't get access to your wallet, and nobody else can ever get access to your wallet. There is no unlock, there is no password reminder, there is no 2-factor authentication. That's your seed phrase. So you write it down, you put it somewhere, you put it in a safe at a bank and hope the bank is solvent and doesn't, you know, burn down or something. And if it does, the lockbox is safe. you know, you sear it into your memory. Like, you don't lose that seed phrase. I don't know why they would be buying seed phrases. Vegas Vacation is on the AMC. They were showing National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation on TBS the other day. I was watching Bob's Burgers on Hulu. They have the Bob's Giving. So like Thanksgiving episodes of Bob's Burgers. If you like animation, Bob's Burgers, good show. Lots of good humor. It's all done by, the voices are all done by stand-up comedians. Really good show, and got some great dialogue. And they do Christmas and Thanksgiving every season except for the first two. The first two seasons, the show ran from like May through September. I don't even pay attention to Canada's Thanksgiving. I've been in the States for 21 years. I got no intention. I'm not really Canadian anymore. I mean, I'm always Canadian, but I'm not really Canadian anymore. You know what I mean? So, I don't identify with Canada as much as you think I might. Not at all, man. Not at all. Canada has become very woke, and it's just not my thing, but I love the people. No, I'm not Canadian? Well, that's interesting you say that. My green card says I'm Canadian. Do they have any Superman boxer briefs? I have no idea what they have. They have Top Ramen. They have Towley and Cartman, it looks like. 2 for $30. That's expensive underwear, Bob. Jack White is playing the halftime show? No, he's not. Jack White? No, it's Bad Bunny. I mean, Jack White would be better than Bad Bunny. I'm gonna fight him off. Seven Nation Army couldn't hold me back. I'm gonna rip it off. Gonna run the Manscaped across my sack. See, that would be my Manscaped. Be like Jack White. Jack White uses Manscaped, and he's gonna rip it off. Tear off those hairs from upon his sack. That's an allusion to a thing we were talking about hours ago, it seems like. Time to unfollow this nonsense. All right, Biz8, well, thanks for giving me a shot. I like your exclamation point emoji. I am noticing on the streets, LV YouTube channels, the slots aren't paying much at all. Oh, I don't know. I don't watch slot channels. What did Rob say? Rob is right? ST Rob. So what, they changed Bad Bunny to Jack White? That would be a shocking turn of events. Backstreet Boys probably an amazing con. Is it the original Backstreet Boys lineup? I see it, yeah. Oh, he's playing the halftime show today. I thought you meant at the Super Bowl, dog. Well, whatever. I thought you meant like at the Super Bowl, because that's the only halftime show people really usually talk about. Shout out to everyone who was alone on Thanksgiving. I had to go over to the old folks' home to see if they had any leftovers. Gave me 2 pieces of pumpkin pie. Cool. Did you go to the old folks? Were you nice at least about it? Did you steal the pie? You can tell me. They can't fight back. I'm going to hell for that. Tell me I'm wrong. Oh, maybe. They carry canes. I wouldn't want to mess with somebody with a solid oak cane. Thanksgiving weekend in Vegas is usually busier now. It was busier last year than this year. But next up, we got the Cowboys coming to town. Thanksgiving weekend, there are so many free dinners happening in my community. Where do you live, dog? I wonder if Tony Robbins is still feeding the families on Thanksgiving. I didn't steal it. The nice Hispanic guy gave me some of the leftovers. Well, the Hispanic guy didn't understand a word you were saying, so he thought you were buying it from him, and he's still waiting for you to come back and pay him. How dare you? Oh no, I gotta stop. Shut up. Stop saying things like that. You're gonna be old someday. He's like, ¿Que dónde el hombre con dinero? No sé. What's the temperature? It's 65 degrees. 65 degrees at the... It's currently 65 degrees at the Black Mesa Research Facility. Yeah. Just another day in paradise. You're a 1K a day student in Scottsdale. Killer, Bob. We have had absolutely zero signups off this stream, which is uncharacteristic, but thanks for being a student with me, Bob. I'll post a link if anybody wants to learn a skill where they can actually turn it into something good for themselves, and they're going to get my crypto course for free. Thanks for being a student of mine, brother man. Appreciate you very, very much. In the feeling coming down my bones says leave me alone. Bam, 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 bam. Bow. Bow. Happy Thanksgiving. Go do your thing. I'm surprised we have 400 people watching a daytime stream on Thanksgiving. I'm honored. I am blessed. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So Girardelli looks open. Everything's open mostly in Vegas, with the exception of this bar, The In-N-Out, and the Five Guys so far. My spread, stuffing, chocolate milk, and cherry pie. She's my cherry pie. I like the big Christmas tree out here. It's kind of dope. It's like every year the same. I mean, it'd be nice if they changed it, but who cares? It's still a Christmas tree. I might get some replays on this, that's for sure. Hell, I'm surprised that yesterday's video had as many views as it had on it, considering I dropped it the eve of Thanksgiving. I used to be rated at Palazzo, now I only stay at El Cortez. It's owned by Kenny Epstein? Uh-oh. Are you in the Kenny Epstein files? She has a picture of her kid being born in Vegas. I know Jimmy Buffett died. I know. It was, but to me, like I said, he's just like the Rage Against the Machine guys. They're selling a lifestyle to a certain demographic who buy into it. Rage Against the Machine's not selling to anybody anymore. They're broke up. They don't perform no more. And Jimmy Buffett went to wherever he went to. Hello from New Orleans, LA. Can I get a who dat? It's Epstein. Epstein, Frankenstein. Is that like that movie? You know the one. The one with Tom Cruise in it. Mission Impossible. What? I just say gibberish to make you correct me. That's like funny because I say things intentionally wrong in videos sometimes. Because I know people are going to want to correct me. I'm like, yes, you're right.
Good too.
Enjoying a rare Thursday off. It's snowing like crazy in Southern Ontario. Yeah. Look at this dude, shirtless wonder. Got the camera. Good for him. I don't care that it's 65 degrees in Vegas and cold in the shade. I'm going to take my shirt off because I'm buffed. I'm ripped. Why is he not at Chippendales? What's the difference between your course and Johnny Rocket's course? Johnny Bravo's course? Yeah, he's talking about investing individual stocks. I'm talking about scalping futures. His takes capital, I think. Mine doesn't. Mine, you can do mine by spending very little of your own money. And I mean, like, it's a great course. I bought his course. Of course I did. I wanted to see what it was all about. Great course, but it's not for futures. It's for individual stocks. And to buy individual stocks, you need to have thousands and thousands of dollars. And most people don't have thousands and thousands of dollars. And to do my course, you just need, you know, $20 a month for TradingView for practice mode. And then you switch into prop firms, and you're spending $25, $30 for the test and $150 to get a, once you pass. And then you're off to the races with a $2,000 account you can make money off of. So, and I've had people that text me that say my course is actually working better for them and they bought both. So this lady here, this, is the term Amazonian, that's not accepted, right? They used to use that for tall women. She's a very tall girl with very tall heels. And so if I go towards her, she will try to beat me up. And she's a scary person. She's a scary person. So we have to be careful because she's taken runs at us before. I don't think it's a man, but it could be a man. I'm not really sure. I'll leave it to the audience to tell me if you think that's a man. I don't know. So we got to be careful. But she's also wearing like 10-inch heels. I will point that out. I don't know if it's a man or not, but it's scary stuff. So she'll take runs at you, and people like that are dangerous because they're going to meet the wrong person one day, and not me. I'm not a violent guy. The thing is, I told you guys I joined up with an expensive gym, and so my expensive gym, like most gyms, they say don't use your phone to record yourself, please. You're not allowed to bring a camera. And my gym is the opposite. My gym is like, if you're gonna go to this gym, here, sign this form and understand that people are bringing cameras and recording themselves. And you might be on video. And if you don't sign this form, you don't join our gym. So my gym is full of people that are like legit fitness influencers and competitors that are on a lot of gear. A lot of gear. What is gear? So, oh, they're finally doing something with the Margaritaville spot. Gear is anabolics. They're on a lot of anabolics. So some of the women have bigger shoulders and more ripped than her, and they abuse this stuff, and you can tell because they get this gravelly kind of textured skin, and too much testosterone use causes your skin to become very thin. The collagen underneath dries out and stuff. It can be nasty business. I love Campbell too. I am just repeating what one of the... Oh yeah, the Campbell soup. Yeah, it's for poor people. Got genetically modified ingredients in it. We've all heard that. Don't let me down. Ooh. Protein, BCAA, testosterone, pills, HGH. They're not on pills. I don't think anybody takes pills nowadays. Pills are really bad on your liver. Any anabolics, any pills you take have to pass through your liver. And anabolic, androgenic, AAS, those stuff are bad for your liver. So, most of the time, you're going to see injectables. Pills always pass through your liver. That's why too many Advils will send you to the emergency room. Well, she had broad shoulders. I mean, she could be a competitor. She could be an OnlyFans model where her niche is tall, beefy guys. She could be a man. I don't know. What do I care? I just don't like how she treats me with tons of disrespect, so I don't go towards her. Don't let me down. Look, this entire family dressed the same way. That way you can spot your kids, I guess. That's cute. Well, Lamont, so if you were on testosterone, it's an intramuscular injection. So with testosterone, you would either, your testosterone is an intramuscular injection. It's never an IV into your vein. So, yeah, there's that. You either do it in your upper glute, which isn't really your glute. It's kind of like the muscle that wraps around your top of your butt muscle. Or you can do it in your quad, but I don't like it in quads. I've done that before, and I hit a blood vessel and it bled a whole lot. It's kind of scary. You can do it in your shoulders, but your shoulders generate a lot of scar tissue. And you can have a lump in there. I don't like that either. Testosterone gels are actually terrible. They're not good for you. They don't work as well. And if you have other people in your household, it's also a liability. Because if it's not 100% dry and you hug your son, daughter, wife, now you're giving them testosterone. These are bad things. They also have little pellets that go under your skin and dissolve over time. A lot of clinics will do the pellets because they're a very high markup in price. You've done RAD 130, I've done RAD 130, I've done LGD, I've done MK677. I never did SR 9009. I think SR 9009 is the one that can cause your vision, or is it YK11? Your PSA shouldn't really be an issue on testosterone. That's been debunked. But if yours went up, then that's important to you to pay attention to it. I've tried I didn't want to try YK11. It's a SARM. SARMs are selective androgen receptor modulators. It's a fancy way of saying that they don't permanently, well, they don't increase your testosterone, but they do suppress it. But they work at the androgen receptor cell site, which is in your muscle. So you grow bigger muscles faster. You recover from exercise faster. You hold more water. But they have side effects. And YK11 is one that can tint your vision yellow. And I just couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. The only reason I'm not on SARMs right now is because they suppress your testosterone. And I don't want to go through that. Can you see tire marks? You know, the other day I could. They might have washed the streets down. But I noticed the texture of the street is very different. We have to go to the other side, though, because that's where the F1 was. So let's get over to the other side. Yeah, I didn't want to do YK11. RAD 140 was in trials for male birth control. That's originally one of the uses for RAD 140, which is an experimental SARM. You're not supposed to take SARMs. YouTube's listening to every word I say. SARMs are not intended for human consumption. Unless you're in a clinical trial run by a government agency, like a pharmacy or whatever. I can't concentrate. This effing music got so loud. So yeah, you shouldn't do SARMs technically. So he sees my camera, he puts the bird away. He knows he shouldn't have the bird over. I'm good, dear. I'm good. You dropped your wallet. That's funny because my wallet's in my front pocket and I can feel it right now. Where can we actually see the road? We have to go back that way to see the road because the Bellagio is still closed to traffic, unfortunately. However, it looks like it's open there. Let's go that way. Yeah, one of my viewers offered to hook me up with Ratatouille, but it's very expensive, and I don't want to spend $2,000 a month on it. Ratatouille is FDA non-approved it's not approved by the FDA, and it's like a GLP-1. And it's got 2 other things in it. It's good for weight loss, but clean your diet up. Beautiful skies in Vegas today, man, I'll tell you. Do. I mean, it's as busy. Somebody says it looks decently busy. I mean, it's as busy as you're going to expect it to be this time of the year. Here's something that's closed. Oh, right. Bottle Blonde is closed today. They're open. Did you guys hear that Jason Aldean's is in financial trouble? I think, allegedly. Jason Aldean's, they went ahead and fired their marketing company. And I know for a fact that their marketing company did all their marketing for them in Nashville and stuff, but they never did any Vegas marketing before. They also fired their executive chef and a lot of their staff. Now, of course, Jason Aldean's is the place that kicked me out, physically, forcibly moved me out on their opening week after I... See, that's gross. He's smoking and blowing it in the parrot's face. You know, like, I wish they'd shut that down. That really gets my... That really gets me, my blood boiling, man. When you got people just abusing animals to make some money out here, that pisses me right off. But so Jason Aldean's, yeah, they have a brand new marketing. The marketing that's doing them now has done some stuff with Holsteins and things in town. So they have a proper Vegas marketing team now. But, you know, suffice it to say, they didn't know what they were doing before. So hopefully they can get back on their feet now. Oh, somebody shattered this. Dang. It's probably because these were just covered up not 2 days ago. And this is something else that I think is bullshit. These cables are bullshit. These cables are just strewn about. And what really gets me about this, let me explain this to you, okay? So, for example, if you ever come out here with an instrument, what Metro will get you on is storing your stuff like that. And so they will tell you that you can't do that because it's a liability and somebody might trip over it. So let's say you put your amplifier down on the ground and then you have a mic cable going to your mic. Distance of that cable, 18 inches on the ground, right? Instead, they allow this to happen. Now, what's a bigger trip hazard? That or a guy standing in front of a thing where nobody can walk in front of him unless they were real dicks and they decide to body check him. Nobody's gonna trip when the musician is out here trying to hustle a few dollars by providing a song and a skill and a talent. Look at this. It looks like they're literally just shattering the windows when they take down these contraptions that they've put up. Gosh, man, what a mess. So do as I say, not as I do. That's the Bible. That's the Bible. Don't listen to the Pharisees. Listen to the Pharisees. Do as they say, but not as they do. But I think now the modern day equivalent is rules for thee, but not for me. I know the fountains are going, but we're not going to get down there fast enough. Blizzard conditions where I live in Ontario. Then the next minute, sun is out. There you go, man. Living up in Canada. Where are you up in Canada? Southern Ontario, right? Let's see. I got my weather app. So Vegas is 66 degrees and cloudy. This is our forecast the next few days, 60s, lows in the 40s. In my weather app, I do have, oh geez, it's my hometown in Canada, 22 degrees, low of 10. So sunny, snowy conditions expected around 8 p.m., wind gusts up to 5. They don't have a lot of wind back there, that's not windy. Toronto is 38. 38, and the map, yeah, you can see the snowy conditions all around southern Ontario, and then you can see lake effect snow through upstate New York. And yep, can't believe it's not butter spray and wires equals good snack. Do you have any special skills, Mr. Simpson? Well, I can tell the difference between butter and I can't believe it's not butter. No, you can't, Mr. Simpson. No one can. Happy Thanksgiving from Mexico City. Dia de Pavo. Is that what it's called there? Day of Turkey Day? Dia de Pavo. If you pay the city lots of money, you can do whatever you want. Isn't that the way? This is an amazing photo. Son of a gun, I just noticed it. I've been walking through this tunnel for years. All right, guess what, Chuck? We're gonna have to get our camera out, and we're gonna put our wide angle on, and we're gonna bracket it for 5 stops, 2 exposures each stop. And we are so taking a photo of that right now, because that's a great shot for HDR with lots of contrast. So let me take that photo. That's a really good looking photo. My gosh, I'm glad I noticed that out of the corner of my eye. So we have bracket continuous, 5 exposures, EV5. Those are some big old exposures. Let's set my aperture to, am I on aperture parity? I'm gonna set my aperture to 9. That'll be good. And let's put this, let's put myself here so nobody can jack my stuff. Yeah, that's a really nice looking shot of the Bellagio, if I do say myself. And am I on AFC or AFS? Gotta be on autofocus. Single, good, drive mode. That's a great shot, man. Lots of long shadows too. Okay, do another one this way. Oh, that's even better looking. I need to pick up a polarizing filter because I don't have one, and I'm getting reflections of the window. But that'll do. I'll throw those up in the HDR machine when I get home later today. Coolio, that was a nice shot. It just takes some time, a little bit of everything. Oh, for the record, I paid $6.25 for my water today at Treasure Island. That is a travesty, bro. It's not $8 like at the Bellagio, at least. Yeah, well, it's my stream, and I feel sometimes intellectually bankrupt talking about the same thing, so I like to stop and take photos sometimes. Just so you're aware. That's a real unique look that nobody ever really shows you. So I took on the opportunity. Sorry, you had to see my legs. It's fine and dandy, like cotton candy. 12, 1, 2, 3, 3:30. Trying to work out my times today. Is the door locked? No, we're open. Here, you just can't walk in front of the Bellagio. As far as I know, I don't think it's open yet. It'd be nice if it were open, but it's not open. So free parking, but I'm up. I had one donation today and 2 super chats. Yeah, we're not walking anywhere anytime soon on the Bellagio, that's for sure. Ugh. No, the F1 takes weeks and weeks to get rid of. They haven't even, I guess they removed the glass out of the grandstand here, but that's about it. The mission was to see if we could spot any F1 tires, which I don't know that we can.
I'm on it.
Yeah, this becomes a dead end real fast. But, I mean, you can see part of the fountains from here. You can see all of them from there. We should go into the Bellagio, I guess, and then move back around. Yeah, you're not seeing much. I mean, I can see them here. If I zoom in on you guys, 100% zoom, maybe you'd see some. You see the color change in the, that's where the tire marks are for the F1 on the roads there. Yippers. Hey! Oh no, that's just my man Esto. He got my free course. I thought I had an enrollment in the course, but it's my man Esto up in Canada. Enrolling for free. He got my crypto course for free because he was already in my course. All my members that were already with me, they got my crypto course for free with the coupon code in their email. So no enrollments though today. That's okay. Everybody's hanging out with family. How much for a large coffee? It could be as much as $7.50 here. Let's see. So it's $5.65 for a freshly brewed grande. So the Ariana Grande is $5.65. What's that? We got Steve watching from Atlanta. Always appreciate the hard work and dedication. No problem. Thank you. Yeah. I needed my exercise today anyways, so I'm getting some steps in, which is good. The Chit Show has a new episode out to watch today. It's the Thanksgiving one. Do it, lady. Are you guys buying anything on Black Friday deals? Tell me. Tell me. What are you guys getting on Black Friday deals? Anything for yourself? Anything for other people? Be interested to know. There should be a super Canadian woman with pasties. Wow, I don't move to my wife wants to move to Florida. You can grow just about anything in Florida, and she loves botany and plants, but I'd move wherever it's nice. Yeah, there's not, the deals are not there like they used to be. Well, that's not true. The camera I want is $700 off. It's usually $2,800, and now it's like $1998. But, you know, you're buying Grand Theft Auto 6? Sure. You bought a Pulsetto on Black Friday? I don't know what that is, but that sounds cool. Does it pulse? It's a Pulsetto. Jitterbug. Am I ignoring your question? I can't see all the comments there. So you're not a special snowflake. Other people. Vanilla right. Vanilla what? Steven, vanilla right? What does that mean? It's not a question. That was a statement? I don't know, vanilla what? You're buying a bracelet? That sounds fun. A lot of people can't afford stuff for Black Friday. They're tapped out. They're trying to pay their bills in this economy. That's why I need my course. You get it for $1.99 today. You never pay another $1 for it. You guys can learn how to actually make money on those markets potentially. You get my crypto course for free. There's the code. Go do it. So find out how much a large coffee is. It's like 95% off. Oh, I don't even have a Starbucks app on this, do I? Bitch, are you serious? I was gonna get my points. Nope. Oh well, no points for me today. Do I even have Apple Pay? Wow, my Apple Pay is not synced to this phone? That's bull crap. Oh well. Happy Thanksgiving. Learn a lot in your class. I plan on watching every video twice. All right, cool. Thank you so much for being in my course there, Mr. JM. Get a Mint Majesty tea with 2 honeys. I don't want calories. I like coffee. Yeah, buddy. They're not gonna have decaf Christmas blend. I can't get a real caffeinated coffee today. I'd be way over my limit for the day. They don't have any Tim Hortons down here, no. No Timmy's in Vegas. I don't know why. Everything else is moving here. What's that change from Wisconsin that everybody gets all Culver's? Hi, it's got a large decaf. What's that? No, it's large decaf brewed coffee.
We don't have brewed coffee.
Can you do a pour over? Americano?
We don't have a decaf coffee.
You can do an Americano.
I can do Americano. Decaf.
That's fine. Whatever.
What's that?
Large. $8.62. Okay. For Steven? $8.62, guys. Oh gosh, it's one of these things. Okay, thank you. And it's one of those things where you can't just say no tip. You have to like go other and put 0, so they try to get you to the tip real hard. It's $11.50 Canadian, $8.62. I mean, you heard her. I'm not making it up. That's what it is if you want to do business in Vegas. I should have put in a coffee order for you next time. Don't worry about it, bro. It's fine. Is it a war crime not to? No, you don't have to celebrate Christmas. McDonald's is okay. I don't like McDonald's coffee anymore. Their water is not filtered well, and their beans are, it's just not very good. McDonald's is cheap coffee. That's true. Like if McDonald's was that good, their McCafe concept would have gone to other places. McDonald's opened a series of restaurants or just coffee shops in some time in the past, but it just didn't catch on. And I don't have the $1.50 coffees on my end. They're not in my app, and so they're always $1.99, which is still, I mean, it's less expensive, but I mean, like, that's like going, I don't know, it's like going to Disneyland and complaining that everything's expensive. Like, you knew exactly what it was when you went in. You knew what you were getting yourselves into, right? You know, so depends on where you are. It's good here.
Cappuccino?
Christmas should be every other year. Every other year? Why is that? Oh, Linnaeus. Oh, 11.99 Euro dues. Thank you so much. Euros. It's too much, man. The euro's worth more than the American dollar, so you overpaid. Yeah, well, I mean, I usually get the Christmas blend or Pikes. Pikes is pretty good. Starbucks is fine. The quality is consistent. You can say what you will about small places, but small places are getting out of hand. There's a place downtown Summerlin I go for coffee, and it's $9.50 for a small nitro brewed coffee down there. And there's no reason why. It's a local place. And then on top of that, they're aggressive on the tipping. And then on top of that, it takes a really long time to get the coffee. And at that point,
Order for Jennifer.
I might as well just go to a Starbucks. Coffee in general can give people heartburn because of the acids and the different types of chemicals in them. Fun fact, Christmas used to be banned in America during the colonial days. It's a pagan holiday. Hey, here we go with the pagan holiday bullshit. That's not true. Go do some research on it. You can say that, but it's actually technically not true. The Jewish calendar and the way it was celebrated, it's been celebrated around the same time since the early days of the Christian church. But you're correct on your facts that the Puritans largely banned the celebration of Christmas originally. That's not incorrect. But the whole thing you see online where people say, it's a pagan holiday, that's not necessarily true. They like to say that because they are anti-God. And it's easy to be anti-God when you copy-paste something and you feel like you're smart. And then all your friends are impressed with you. It's called the Dunderkeurig effect. It's where you don't know, but you think you know. So you walk around like an expert, misquoting information, thinking that you're smart. Something I tell my traders not to get in trouble with. And now you're going to quote me scripture about not putting up idols in your living room and decorating trees. Is that what you're going to do? Is that what you're going to do? Okay, cool.
Steven?
Thank you, sir. Oh, I forgot to ask. Would I be? I should have probably paid for a water, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, we do charge $8 8
You won't hook up a local just like you?
Yeah, unfortunately, we do. Sorry.
They won't do it. Yeah, it's that $1. He didn't want to lose his job. I should have asked for a large ice water, but forgot. It's all right, though. We're going to survive even without the $1 water. And the trick is when you get the $1 water from them, you got to wait, just like they're making you a fancy drink. We stopped doing Valentine's Day. The great thing about the Bible is that it's a la carte. No, that's not true, but okay. You can't just, no, that's not the way the Bible works. You're like, oh, I think this is true. I don't know about that. I don't know about Jonah and the whale. I don't think I'll buy into that, but I will buy into the ark, and we'll take the doves, and sure, you know, Cain and Abel, why not? Oh, and Valentine's Day is Lupercala. Know your history, idiots. Why do you have to call people idiots, T. Chris? Mods, don't do anything against T. Chris, please. Don't. But I understand people like T. Chris, they want to feel good about themselves, and they want to feel like they're smarter than other people. But the thing is, if you ever join, like, say, because you are, see, this is a person who has hurt in their heart. They don't need to be banned because they're going to feel even more hurt. So when you have somebody like that person, they feel like they want to demonstrate knowledge, but what they fail to understand is that you make a bigger impact being a positive teacher and teaching people than insulting them. So, like, for example, in the Marines, I've been told, if you're like a CEO, like, you don't insult people constantly. That's a stereotype. You correct the person and then you teach them. You don't throw around insults. But, you know, if you feel like that makes you better, then that's fine. But it's not making you better. It's just breeding anger and resentment. And we all look at you and we just gotta roll our eyes and laugh at you and say, well, you got a lot of hurt in your heart, and I'm sorry to hear that. So I'll put you on my prayers list. I'm glad you have a good education. I will say that's a boon for you. Education is lacking a lot in this world, and I'm happy that there's educated people like you. Yeah, that's okay, T. Chris. We're not going to respond to you from now on, but I'm happy that you have some smarts. But you will, your mama always told you, you get a lot more flies with honey than vinegar, brother. Or sister. What's your link to donate? NotLeavingLasVegas.com/donate. You don't have to donate to me. I already had somebody send me 12 euros, which is more than the coffee's worth. The Bible is either true or it's not, and it's the most historically accurate and truthful piece of literature ever written or compiled. Yeah, I mean, from a literary standpoint, you can link it back further than any other book. This coffee is way too hot for me to drink right now. I'm going to be carrying it around. And it's an Americano, so it's not Sunday. Every day is a God day. Anyway, I wish people the best. You know, but people will manifest the worst. But people have a lot of hurts, bro. They have a lot of anger and they have a lot of pent-up frustrations, and companies, Wall Street, bosses, wives, brothers, sisters, keeping them down. I had to let go of all that stuff. That's part of the trading thing. I had to learn to be wrong. I love people from Nova Scotia and Newfoundland. You got to Nova Scotia and the Newfoundlanders. You don't understand a word they're saying by. They talk real fast like they're pikeys. Quick question. I have my paper trading set up and I'm not sure what to do next. Start trading, bro. Watch the course. Take trades. Take trades. See if you can grow your $2,000 paper trade balance to $3,000 and $4,000 and $5,000. Get TradeZella in the course too if you can afford it. It's an optional add-on, but if you get TradeZella, then what the heck's going on here? TradeZella, you can log all your trades. We have Vogue and Time and Vanity Fair. And we have an abandoned bag, which security will be all over in a minute. God. Yeah, Jesus is everywhere, brother. It's right in the Bellagio, staring you right in the face. But yeah, so then you're going to do trades. You're going to try to increase your balance. You're going to get it to where it's like autopilot, where you feel like if you're using TradeZella, it'll tell you your win rate. You want to be at like an 80 to 90% win rate, which you can do, which everybody could probably do if they just practice enough. Did you sell crypto wallets? No, I don't sell crypto wallets. That sounds illegal and sketchy. I don't sell anything crypto related, bro. I sell my course. It's an explainer course, a primer course. It's free right now, though. I'm 50% through the course already. Cool. Another Nova Scotian. No, that's how the Newfies talk. Not all of them, though. I had a girlfriend who she was from Newfoundland and Labrador in Canada, and her stepfather was like Newfie, and he was so drunk all the time. Just an alcoholic. He was probably abusing her. Bad situation. I grew up in the bad part of town. The vegan leather wallets. There's a contradictory of terms, huh? Put down my $8 decaf. I'll put my code in the chat if you guys want to do my course. We're not going to get any sales today because what's happening right now is that this is the top of my this is my core audience. And if you haven't gotten it yet, you're never going to get it because you're not interested. And then I do like a Friday night, tomorrow night, I'll have more of a broad appeal audience. And there'll be people that don't even know who I am. And they'll listen to me and they'll meet me. And then they might think about it and come back to it later and stuff like that. So it's all, man, sales is fascinating. The funnels are interesting. I find it fascinating. I like to learn. You know what I was listening last night? I was learning about the Berlin Wall. The Berlin Wall. Holy cow, man. And in the Berlin Wall, the East Germans called it, they said it was like a fascist guard. It was guarding the fascists from getting in. But the wall was there from guarding the people from getting out. You know? It's crazy, man. I was learning about that. I don't know why I was learning about that. I think the question that part of the course, should I go back, rewatch to see how to make trades on paper trading? I've been trading on Seabase since 2017. Yeah, you should go watch a trading view video again, and you should email me. You know, we have my special email in the course. If you email me, I'll get back to you. If not right away, if I'm at home in front of my computer, or if I have time and I see it on my phone, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Because it's like, you're my student, bro. You're never going away. You're my students. I email my students every day almost when I do content, you know? So yeah, you should email me if you're having any issues so I can fix them immediate for you. And if I can't fix it, I mean, I'll do screen shares and stuff with you guys too. We'll always jump on a screen share and see if we can fix it together. You got a piece of the wall. That's awesome. There's like 8 places in Berlin that you can still see the wall. And I was just watching it. And when I was watching it, it made me feel so terrible about what's being bandied about now in America and how divisive we are, you know? And it was just crazy to see how people used to live, you know? There would be situations when the wall first went up in 1961. The Berlin Wall cut right through randomly. It wasn't like strategically planned. It was just a reaction to defectors going from East Germany over to West Germany. They were losing 100,000 people a year to the West Germany, to the American, the French, and the British side. So if you don't know, after World War II, Germany was split up amongst 4 nations. It was Russia, Russia, United States, France, and England. And so they all had different zones, but 1.1 million people lived on the East German side, and the Soviets got the East German side. And for a while, they would let people go back and forth with checkpoints, but as time went on between the 1940s and 50s, it became clearly evident that life sucked under the Soviet Union, under communism and socialism, so people would defect. And so they finally put up the wall as a way to keep people from defecting. But they used the excuse that it was to keep the fascists from coming over into the East Germany. Nobody wanted to go to East Germany. So when they put the wall up, there was often times when there would be like an apartment complex here, and the wall would button up and the wall of the apartment complex. So people would be standing in their apartment and be in East Germany, and they'd put their head out and they'd have their head in West Germany. And people started jumping out of their apartment complexes when the wall went up. Like 5-story buildings, and the West Germans would have their nets and they would try to catch the people that would be jumping to their freedom as a one last gasp attempt to get freedom and not be just crushed by socialism. And a couple of people died doing this and stuff like that, and it was just like so intense, man. So intense, bro. And then Kennedy didn't do anything. The Soviets didn't know what Kennedy would do, and he didn't do anything. And then over the years, it just became a thing in everyday life, and it all settled down, but things got worse and worse. Are there dogs in the Bellagio? I mean, there are. Service animals, they say they are, technically. Yeah, Berlin, as Patricia Garcia says, is not for tourists right now. That is largely true. You're not going to want to go to them. They have some really bad problems with migrants in Germany, unfortunately. What's up, guys? Woo! Is Red Rock still open? Of course they're open, yeah. They're good. They're G2G, they're good to go. Red Rock's a nice property, I like it out there. I don't actually live too far from there. Belgian and Malinois are the best as canines, yes. Well, you see what happened to Jay Bravo. He went over to Spain, took an Uber, made himself a target. They got held up, their family, assaulted. Glad he's okay. That was a couple of months back, though. Oh man, what a day. I'm glad Thanksgiving looks like it's good in Vegas. If you guys are just watching, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll be back tomorrow night with more live stream action. And I'm gonna get out of here right now. I'm gonna jump off after 2 hours. And enjoy your Thanksgiving, everybody. We're getting to where it's East Coast dinner time anyways, 3 o'clock, 3 to 5. So enjoy your time with your Thanksgiving with your family. Remember, even though you may not agree with them, you still have love for them and treat them with respect. And I love you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on the stream, and be sure to subscribe. What's up there, Esto? I saw you redeemed your coupon for the crypto course today, I was telling them, so that's good. If any of you guys want to do that course, again, if you haven't done it yet, most of the people here are my regulars, you're probably never going to do it. But if you use the code before I take the code away, I got spots. Use the code THX for Thanksgiving. And you guys get that plus my crypto course at no charge. And you guys can learn how to make 50 to 100 bucks here and there, possibly in the markets, and make your life a little bit better in this weird economy, bad economy. Learn a skill that nobody can ever take away from you, and know more than your friends. I love you guys. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.